respected Salim sir, all the dignitaries on the dais and all the dais. So today, let us move on to the topic called teaching pedagogy and techniques. What are the techniques we have, and how we have to teach in front of the students with innovative, in an innovative manner. We have to do something. So for the sake of the students, we have to do something for our society, community, and all that. So this way, we are going to highlight the strategy. So what all the strategy we have? Let us go on in detail. I'll share the PPT. Is it legible?
Camera, adjust your camera.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Is it okay now, sir?
No, no. It is horizontal. No.
No, okay, okay. Thank you. So best practices in teaching pedagogy and unleashing techniques. Okay.
Little up. Your face not true.
Is it okay now, sir?
Little. Enough.
Thank you, sir.
No,
Okay.
no, push.
Now it's okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So the best practices in teaching pedagogy and unleashing techniques. Okay, let us move on in detail. So first of all, we need to have. So the agenda for the day is the best practices in teaching and the components of teaching, role of a teacher, qualities of a teacher, and the mode of delivery. So these are all the things we are going to see in today's topic. So basically, when it comes to teaching, we need to have a proper knowledge. We need to develop a content. So without content, we are going in blank in front of the students. Okay, when you are preparing for the students, you need to prepare the proper content and appropriate content, and also you need to have a deep understanding of the subject. So we need to have a subject knowledge always. So it is not like standing in front of the students and talking something which is irrelevant and also not up to the mark. So when we are standing in front of the students, so we need to have a proper understanding, and also we need to deliver the content. The content is very much important. When we deliver the content, obviously the students will get to know, and also they will create a more respect upon yourself. So this is point number one. And secondly, we need to have the instructional activities. Okay, whenever we are doing some activities, we have to line up. We have to align with the line. And also we need to inculcate the learning objectives, assessment, and also instructional activities. Okay, whenever you are giving assessment and also you are trying to instruct something which is usual, and also which is very, very creative and also innovative. So they have to follow your instruction, and accordingly the assessment will work out. So this is the second strategy. And thirdly, we need to develop a proper classroom environment. Your voice, your posture, your gestures, how we are going to teach in front of the students. So based upon the culture for learning, and also we have to manage the classrooms. Your voice is very much important. Okay, so mic is not required, but obviously we have to follow the nook and corner. Your voice should reach all the classroom, the students, whoever is present in the classroom. They have to understand, and also they have to hear your voice to the core. So this is very much important. You have to modulate your voice in such a way that so the students have to follow your.
நீங்க உங்க பிபிடி ஷேர் பண்றீங்களா? அது வரல ஸ்கிரீன்ல.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir.
உங்க ஃபேஸ் மட்டும் தான்.
Now okay, sir.
வரல வரல, உங்க ஃபேஸ் மட்டும் தான் வருது.
Sir, can I share the PPT so that you can do it? Can I share the PPT?
ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? வந்துருமே, ஷேரிங் போடுங்க, இன்னொரு வாட்டி போடுங்க.
ஷேர் கொடுத்தா வரமாட்டேது சார் கொஞ்சம். ஓகே, ஐ வில் ட்ரை ஒன்ஸ் அகைன் 1 minute.
சார் நீங்க எதுல கொடுக்குறீங்க சார்? ஷேரிங் ஃபோன்லயேவா சார்?
ஆமாம் சார், ஃபோன்லேயே சார். ஆமாம் சார்.
பாருங்க சார், கொடுங்க சார்.
Now is it legible, sir?
வரல.
Okay, sir. I'll share the PPT, sir, if you don't mind. I'll share the PPT 1 minute, sir. Salim, sir, I forward it to you, sir.
Okay, you proceed. Once it's shared, you can.
Okay, sir. I'll proceed, sir.
You proceed.
I have forwarded, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You proceed, sir. You proceed.
Salim sir,
మైతున్నా పేస్తుంది.
he left.
చెప్తా.
Yes.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. It is going to connect 1 minute. Screen. So now it's okay, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, fourthly, we need to develop the professional responsibilities. That is, we need to maintain the record, proper record for the sake of the students. Okay, whenever you are giving assignment, and also whenever you are asking to submit a project or record, whatever it may be, and also liaison with your family members or participating in a parent teachers meeting, we need to develop the professional responsibility because it is the mere reflection. So, whenever the parents or the fellow members, whenever they are meeting you as a teacher, as a professor, they need to have the proper ambience. They need to respect you, and also they need to come along with the professional responsibilities. You need to maintain a professional mode. So this section provides the ideas that can improve day-to-day delivery of your course. Okay, first of all, we need to have a proper course structure and syllabus design. So without syllabus design, we can't able to take through the course. So we need to have a proper syllabus. Like we need to have a project session. We need to have a. We need to have a. Am I audible, sir? Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. So second thing is the mode of delivery, how we are going to deliver it in a precise way. So whenever you're delivering the content, so you have to make sure that the student is following up you. The student is getting the knowledge from you. The students may able to understand your mode of delivery and how more of actions. The thing is we need to have a more of actions rather than the delivery. So we need to be very precise in securing your position and also your actions. Actions speak louder than words. So we need to have a proper mode of delivery. Number three is course management. How we are going to manage one particular lesson. How we are going to dictate the content. If it is a theory subject, we are going to dictate because you're not supposed to write it on the board. So whenever you dictate, what happens? The students able to find out the correct spelling of the words or in such as in the case of accountancy, so we need to maintain the proper order. So like date, particulars, ledger folio, debit and credit. So accordingly, we have to dictate them so that it will create a good idea and also good intention to develop the correct spelling and also correct develop their correct sentence. So this is very much important. Okay. So my schooling, what they do is they used to write it on the board. நம்மலாம் போர்டில் தான் எழுதுவோம் இல்லையா ஸ்கூல்லலாம் வந்து போர்டில் தான் எழுதி போடுவோம். So in sometimes we need to dictate for like one paragraph or something like that, so that they will get to know because they are keenly watching you. They are keenly watching you, and also they will see your lip reading. Okay, based upon that, if they miss also, you can come again with that. So this is a kind of techniques you can adopt in your classroom teaching. And the fourth thing is motivation and engagement. More than a motivation, we need to make the thing in a transformational mode. Transformation is very much important. The students have to transform from the previous one, and also we have to engage the students. We have to, we have to maintain the decorum of the class. So in such a way that by dictating, by telling the disciplinary advices, and also we have to tell them in such a way that it is very humble and also not in a manner of snobbish or arrogant or rude. So you have to control that, and you have to, because ultimately the students, the range is like that, because we need to cope up with the students' mindset, and also we have to rectify their mistakes if possible. And finally, we need to have an inclusive of teaching, accessibility, and universal design. So this is very much important. We need to get the teaching habitual thing, and also we need to have the accessible part based upon the structure, syllabus, and the course universal design. So the next thing is component of teaching. So what are the components of teaching? So we need to have a proper content knowledge, deep understanding of a subject knowledge. The second thing is instructional activities. I have told you already, but anyways, I'm just telling once again. Aligning the learning objective and also assessment. Whatever you give assessment, accordingly, they have to react immediately. They have to submit the assessment in the timely manner. Deadline. ஒரு அசைன்மெண்ட் நீங்க கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த அசைன்மெண்ட் வந்து டைம்ல வந்து அவங்க வந்து சப்மிட் பண்ணணும். It's a mode of a deadline. So and also based upon your instruction, they have to work it out. If there is any discrepancy, you can ask them and also rectify it. They can do that because while doing a project, it is very much important to follow your orders and instructions. And third thing is classroom environment. We have to maintain the culture for learning and also we have to manage the entire classroom because when you come to the colleges, maybe let's say 90 people to 80 people will be there in one particular classroom. So we have to mold the students in such a way that they can develop their knowledge, skill, attitude, behavior, and all that. So this is very much important. And finally, professional responsibility. We need to maintain the accurate records, communicating with the family members, and participating in the core objectives. And finally, we need to have the proper planning. Okay, knowledge, delivery of knowledge content, the teaching pedagogy, and designing the coherent instruction. Coherent, you need to be very articulative. So whenever you're having a fluency, proficiency, based upon that, student will follow you. We can maintain the decorum of the class, and also we can maintain the silence of the class. Okay, based upon that, you can proceed. So sometimes what happens, the students might be talking with their friends and using their mobile phone sometimes. This is the kind of misbehavior, even though we need to uh, grab their attention by telling some stories, by telling uh, some other point of view. So we can say like that, and they can grab the attention instead of using the mobile or some people may be talking with their friends. So we can grab their attention and ensure that they are listening to the class. Okay. So the next thing is teaching climate. Quality of teaching is very much important. Whenever you are teaching, the quality is very much important. And also the learning relationship between the students and the teachers is also very much the rapport. They have to build up a rapport. Then only you can execute the knowledge, and also we can build up a cordial relationship. After as soon as they complete their schooling and also college also, we might be having a proper relationship. Teacher student relationship is a never ending task. Okay, until lifetime we will be having that. Okay, we need to maintain the teaching climate. The next thing is classroom management. We need to have proper lesson time, coordinating with the classroom resources and also space for managing the students' behavior, how they are going to behave. We have to maintain the discipline. Discipline is very much important. We need to say always, we need to say 3D, drive, determination, and discipline. When we have this three stuff in the students, definitely they are traveling towards the success path. And finally, we have teacher's belief. What the teacher belief is that whatever I used to tell the students, I used to inculcate the knowledge to the students. There should be some purpose or goals for the students. So based upon that only, we need to inculcate something to the students. And next thing is professional behavior. Developing a professional skill and practice makes you a greater, and also the student may feel that the professor have prepared something for us, and we need to listen to that. So the qualities of a teacher, what are the qualities of a teacher? I'll tell you. Adaptability. We have to make ourselves adaptable and also evaluate ourselves. Number one, we need to have the empathy, encourage the students always. So put a pat on a shoulder and try to encourage them. And next thing is we need to maintain a patience. Okay, sometimes we will outburst. Sometimes out of rage and out of anger, we used to scold the students. Okay, we have to focus on the growth. We need to maintain the patience also. It is not necessary that we have to scold the students, but anyway, we need to tell about the life lessons. Life, we have to inculcate the life skills to the students. Next thing is preparedness. Be prepared and also be creative. Whenever you go to the class, be prepared. And next thing is we have to engage the student. We have to. There is a proverb. Be a Roman when you are in Rome. Okay, we have to adapt in such a situation. We have to adapt ourselves. We have to engage ourselves. We have to make sure that the students are collaborative. Then we need to have active listening. We need to check the listening capability of the students. We need to check hook on the corner. If anybody is not listening, ask them to listen to the class. This is very much important. We not like that, just like that we are taking the lesson and they are doing their own duty. It is not like that. When we are entering the 45 minutes into the classroom or 1 hour in the classroom, we need to maintain the listening capability of the student. That promotes the growth of the mindset. It's a lifelong learning. It is not a one day learning. It's a lifelong learning. And also we have a free of bias, meeting the students where they are in a respectful way and respectful attitude. We need to tell the people. Next thing is delivery of lecture to the core. To the point of view, we need to talk to the students. And also we need to have the involvement. Involvement of the students is very much important. The friendly behavior, class control, clear communication, assessment of the students, cognitive and ethical attributes. These are all forming a vital role with the students. So what is the role of a, I'll put it in very simple manner. A role of a teacher is to impart the knowledge. We have to transfer the knowledge, inculcate the knowledge. That comes from teaching only, not from teaching is a noble profession. It comes from teaching only. Whenever you are telling something, that will be till the end, it will be there in their mind. Number two, sharing your knowledge. Whatever the knowledge you have, we have to share it to the students for their welfare, for their well-being. Number three, we need to have a we need to act like a role model to them. Okay, it's not like a cinema actors or actors are their role model. It is not like that. But the great leaders, but it's not. We are also a role model. We have to dress up, brush up, and show up. This is the concept. We are a external parent, and also we are also act like a mentor, collaborator, and also we need to assess the student progress and participation all over the tenure. We need to facilitate the independent thinking in the students. We need to create the independent thinking among them, and also we need to execute the new teaching methods and deliver the lessons in an effective way and encourage their participation. So this is very much important. The best practices in teaching pedagogy encourage you to think about the course design. The flow chart I have given. So the learning objectives, we have to drag it to the learning assessment. From learning assessment, we have to take it to the learning activities. From learning activities, we have to move forward to the implementation and delivery. This is the reflection and the revision. We have to make sure that they are utilizing the learning activities, utilizing the learning assessments. Based upon that, we have to revise it once again so that they can understand it a better way. So implementation of the delivery. So whenever we talk about the delivery, we need to focus on the course structure, syllabus design, mode of delivery, course management, motivation and engagement, and inclusive of teaching accessibility and universal design. So no matter how strong you're in a course objectives, but ensure that your assessment are strong enough and also activities, whatever you give, that is worthful. Okay. Otherwise, they will feel it is worthless. The element of worthless if you are not if it is not delivered properly. The good teaching also that takes into account the student characteristics and the mode of delivery. Mode of delivery is a very common thing. So the next thing is the learning assessment. So whenever we talk about the learning assessment, the good teaching attempts to measure the students' progress, whether they are performing well. Maybe dull students will be there, and also better performing students will be there. We need to segregate, and you have to give a attention to the poor learning students. Okay, we need to measure the student progress also towards the course objectives, formally and also informally also. Outside the classroom also, we need to monitor them. So this provides the information about how to design the good exams, rubrics, and also other ways of assessing the student learning. By developing the rubrics and assessment activities, mapping curriculum across the program, we can map a curriculum across the program. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience.